It's your boy Nanguna in the house, back with another bang on video where, ladies and gentlemen, more transfer news coming your way. You are definitely going to have a blast. I personally am predicting the blast that is going to happen. Yes, Arsenal are interested in Ozil Edward. Yes, Arsenal are interested in Patson Daka. But the highlight, the icing on the cake, the major part of the cake, the flavor of the cake is Julian Brandt loan deal. Yes, we're going to talk about Julian Brandt loan deal. So stay tuned and watch the video till the end. If you seek daily Arsenal content, this is the best place to be. Let's move on. So William Saliba made his debut for OGC Nice yesterday against Brest in Ligue 1. Yes, it was a very enterprising to see. It was really great to see that William Saliba get straight away into the playing 11 of Nice. Moving on, the Independents say Arteta wants up to 8 players gone in January and the summer in order to speed up his overhaul of the squad. Among those seen are dispensable. That would include Mustafi, Elneny, Nelson, Chambers, Balogun, Willock, as well as obvious outcasts like Ozil, Socrates and Kolasinac. So Balogun and Willock might be on loan, but for that we need to make him to sign a new contract. I hope we do. Also, well, David Ornstein on Arsenal signing a creative player this month. So David Ornstein had a big insight about it. He says Arsenal don't just want to go for an old player and make mistakes of the past. They want to get the right player, even if that means waiting till the summer, but definitely don't rule it out. I like it. It gives me more a cushion to believe in Arsenal's theory of an overhaul. Let's see what happens. And the Mail claim Ozil has indicated to Arsenal that he is now prepared to go in January, with a club willing to pay a portion of his wages to seal his exit. And out comes the news. Borussia Dortmund are willing to send Julian Brandt out on loan if a lucrative offer arrives this month, but there are no plans to sell him permanently. The Dortmund officials are still hopeful of him making a breakthrough at the club. It is coming from Bild. Okay, it is coming from Bild. It's actually a very good source. So just keep on believing in Julian Brandt on a loan deal. Would you actually agree? Julian Brandt on a loan deal? Let me know in the comments what you guys feel about it. Also, the Mail report that Arsenal are set to seal the signing of Hertha Berlin central defender Omar Rekik. The deal will cost in the region of 450k. The 19-year-old will initially join up the club's under 23s. If he gets a breakthrough, I'm pretty much sure we have enough room for in the senior team for him to break through. Also, David Ornstein has, according to him, Arsenal's scouting of Hossein Aouar since the last transfer window, which has been more than just watching games, has raised concerns, meaning another approach for the player is unlikely. That means, according to David Ornstein, Arsenal are not in for Hossein Aouar anymore. That is that's kind of good, isn't it? If Arsenal don't believe in Hossein Aouar, let's see what happens. Also, he says there's always been huge belief in Emil Smith-Rowe from Arsenal. He does not still need to be tested and prove his fitness. He does still need to be tested, and prove his fitness consistently. At this moment, they see him as backup or support for a world-class number 10 and eventually succeeding them. So yes, let's see. Let's hope for something better. David Ornstein continued about Arsenal's plans. He said, Arsenal are going to try and sign someone if they can, someone better than Smith-Rowe right now, and that's not easy to find. They just don't want any old player. They want the right player. They could wait until summer, but definitely don't rule it out. Now, let us talk about our influential forwards. Arsenal are in the mix for the likes of RB Leipzig's Patson Daka and Celtic's Ozil Edward are options to potentially replace Lacazette in the summer if he's leaving, according to James Benge. So James Benge has clearly mentioned it. Patson Daka, Ozil Edward are the ones that are definitely going to come in at Arsenal if Alex Lacazette makes his way out of Arsenal. Also, influential Arsenal players support Mikel Arteta's decision to axe Mesut Ozil as Arsenal try to push through his exit this month, with 350k a week exiled star now willing to leave. Fenerbahce and DC United are really into the mix, according to Sami Mogbel. So something is really up here. We have to keep believing it. Also, Arsenal would also consider approaches for Konstantinos Mavropanos and Lucas Torreira, who are yet to return to Arsenal. The club will meanwhile review the situations of Granit Xhaka and Alexander Lacazette, with Lacazette's contract set to run out next year. So it looks like Lacazette, Xhaka, Mavropanos and Lucas Torreira could also be sold off. It looks like a mega sale at Arsenal, and it looks like Arteta is like, Lacazette, Lelo, Lacazette, Lelo, Xhaka, Lelo. It's like, it's a supermarket. Arsenal are selling off whatever they don't feel that they could eventually continue with. Also, Callum Chambers is another defender who will be allowed to leave on loan. In terms of incomings, Arsenal remain on the lookout for a creative midfielder. The club's financial situation means that any deal is likely to be a loan rather than a permanent transfer. So Callum Chambers, a loan deal is definitely might be according to Independent. It totally depends upon Callum Chambers whether he wants to leave or a club who's serious about getting Callum Chambers. Also, only 3 managers in the Premier League won trophies in the last 1.5 years. Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola and Mikel Arteta. This was sent to me by Sivesh. Thank you so much for sending that to me, and I could actually talk about it in my video. So yes, gives us more motivation to support the man. Also, Mikel Arteta's perfect management of Emile Smith-Rowe has prevented another Serge Gnabry situation at Arsenal, according to Ian Wright. So Ian Wright has actually hailed Arteta's absolutely perfect introduction of Emile Smith-Rowe in Arsenal's recent matches, and the Croydon Kevin De Bruyne, that's what he's called as. He's the next big thing at Arsenal. So Ian Wright said, it must be brilliant going into training at the moment for someone like Emile Smith-Rowe. He's somebody who has had his injuries, has gone on loan, has done his stuff. For me, Emile Smith-Rowe has paid his dues out there, waiting for his chance. I think what Mikel Arteta has done now, the timing with which he's done it, is absolutely perfect, because I think if Emile Smith-Rowe doesn't get into this team at this stage and they carry on doing what they're doing and persisting with people who are not performing at the levels they should, whether it's Willian or Nicolas Pepe, I think you lose him, especially with January coming, and then we've got a Serge Gnabry on our hands. Well, let's see. And talking about how the youngsters are managed in, Mikel Arteta was praised by Ian Wright. Ian Wright said, Martinelli and Smith-Rowe have energized Lacazette. We've seen what Bukayo Saka is doing. Tierney is amazing. Future captain, you can see. Holding, Mari looks okay. He's going to be tested at some stage, and we'll see that. Xhaka and Elneny in the middle there. Just the energy. It seems like everybody has risen up a little bit. We beat a Chelsea side where people were thinking we were going to get hammered, and we beat West Brom. West Brom drew with Manchester City, and that's how the connections go on. Also, Arsenal target Marcel Sabitzer. A big update about Marcel Sabitzer coming on in the night's video. You guys definitely have to watch that. But Arsenal young stopper Arthur Okonkwo has been promoted to first team training ahead of the FA Cup clash with Newcastle. Mikel Arteta is expected to ring in the changes against Steve Bruce's men for Saturday's clash. So don't forget, we're going to have a watch along for that game. 11 p.m. Indian Standard Time is the game time for the FA Cup third round, I guess. FA Cup encounter against Newcastle. Also, Manchester United will win the Premier League according to Sunsport readers. Jurgen Klopp's reigning champions have opened up a commanding lead atop the table just over 2 weeks ago after that 7-0 victory against Crystal Palace, but we all know what Manchester United are doing. Arsenal have told Alexander Lacazette to wait until the summer for contract talks. Less than 2 years ago, Vinay Venkatesham said no player would be allowed to enter the final 2 years of their contract, but this time around, we all know Lacazette is earning 170k a week deal, and he signed when he joined from Lyon, so let's see what happens. Well, Chris Sutton has urged Norwich City's Emiliano Buendia to snub January move to Arsenal. Now you might think, what is Sutton? Why does he speak something like that? There's a reason to it. He believes that Buendia owes it to Norwich City to see out the remainder of the season with a promotion. He says, I would think the fact that Norwich showed great loyalty and faith in him should convince him to stay. I think he was playing in a Spanish second division team. They have turned him into the player and given him the profile which he has now. Extremely talented player, All I have to say is that he has to see this season through. He owes it to Norwich City. If I was in his shoes, I would see it through. I would get Norwich back to the Premier League. Then I would say, thank you very much, Norwich City. You have been great for me and I've been great for you. And then I'd go on my way and everybody is happy. Now, in this moment of time, I would be angry for what Chris Sutton had said as an Arsenal fan, but I really rate loyalty a lot. So it would be really great to see if Emiliano Buendia stays loyal, but the inner Arsenal fan in me wants Emiliano Buendia right now. So with this, I end this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed and liked whatever came your way. This is going to be the one of the best ways to, Emiliano Buendia to actually, stay there in this window and to show his loyalty. If not, I think it's completely fine with his interviews. It looks like he's completely okay to leave Norwich City. With this, we end this video, and of course, I hope you enjoyed it. 15,000 subscribers is what we asked for, and tonight's video, the Arsenal career mode video, is definitely going to be interesting. You guys will love it. I hope you enjoy it. I will see you in the next one.